My first time I heard I had cancer was 6 years ago. And yes, they told me I will die. They really didn't give me too much of a chance. My name is Myara Estigoy. I am 40 years old, and I was diagnosed with glioblastoma multiforme grade 4 6 months after I got married with my husband, James Estigoy. But my story doesn't start there. I was born in a little town in Mexico. It's called Piedras Negras, Veracruz, and I am the youngest daughter of a doctor and a housewife. I have 2 older sisters, Marta and Vicky, and I was perfectly healthy and perfectly fine all my life. So first 10 years, I lived in that little town, and I had a great childhood. Then I moved to the city, to a bigger city, so I can keep my studies. And then I moved again to Mexico City, a bigger city still, because I want to study journalism. I knew I want to study journalism since I was 14 years old. I love sports. I always love it. So that's the main reason I want to be, because I want to be a sportcaster and I want to be a sport journalist. Things happen, and with the age, I decided I want to be a news journalism, and that's when it happened. After I moved to Mexico City and I finished my college degree, I started to work in several radio stations and in a TV channel, and I did everything from reporter to co-anchor of the morning news. So I have my dream job, that it was journalism, and then I had the job that I pay my bills with, which it was as a waitress in a restaurant. I was working in the restaurant when these 2 guys came to eat and have fun, and one of them asks for my phone number. So I asked him, why you want my phone number? And then he says, I don't want it, it's my friend. So I look at his friend and I said, well, if he wants my phone number, why he doesn't ask for my phone? And I think that was a trap, because then that guy starts to being all blush, and I think, well, probably he never does this. So I tell him, why you want my phone number? And then he says, I can invite you a drink. For our first day, he was 1 hour later, but we live in Mexico City, so I got it, the traffic is too bad. Our second day, he invites me for a movie, but I had tickets for a soccer game, a semi-final soccer, between my team, Atlante, and another team that it doesn't have any chance to name it. So I asked him, well, I have tickets for this game. Do you want to go with me? Or we can see each other later. And then he says, no, I want to go. Are you sure? He says, yes. Okay, so there we go. And I love sports, and of course I love my team. So we went and we cheering in the house of the other team for my team, or I was cheering. And I can get a little quirky about it. So I start to curse the other team, of sure, and then calling the referee by names. En el agua clara que brota en la fuente, madre todos los de enfrente. That's about things so you don't. No aprendas eso, corazón. I was afraid that he never want another date with me, since I had like a sailor mouth, but he asked me for a third date. So I said, well, this is my guy, I think. I know it's about the sailor mouth, but I get crazy when it's my team. We came to the States in 2011, and I got a seizure when I was visiting my mother-in-law. And as I told you, I was always being very healthy, so we just thought that I was stressed because we will get married and I will change my country of residence. We get married in October of 2011 during his birthday, and life was going good as planned. 6 months later, I had another seizure, and then he decided to take me again to the hospital. This time, we got a CT scan, and it shows a mass on my brain. In that point, it's just whatever they think it's better for you, you take it. And I had my craniotomy, right side of my brain, and then that was on May 2. A few days later, they let me know it was glioblastoma multiforme, grade 4, and that I will have between 12 and 16 months of life if I follow the standard treatment after the surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. And I did, because that's what you do when you are in that situation. You just keep going. The first day of my chemotherapy and radiation combined, as expected, I was throwing up every half hour. And I come back home, and my husband and my sister, Vicky, she was there too. He looks at me and says, "You're still pretty." That's the moment I knew I married the right man, because he stood there. He's still here for me. So, well, that was the treatment part, and I survived that. And as life keeps going, we keep moving. But I'm always being kind of rebel, and I will take nobody tell me when I will die. I will die when I want it. Or in this case, I have tons of people and persons to be grateful for the successful of my life, or for have that second chance. First, someone up there. You call him however you want to call him. Then my neurosurgeon, Dr. Santiago Figuereo, I love him with all my heart. He gave me a second chance. And of course, my family, my beloved family, my mother, my 2 sisters, and my husband. Without them, I don't will be here. Their love and their support is what keeps me fighting all the time. So, for all of you that has been diagnosed, and for the caregivers that take care of us, please know that we really appreciate all that love and support, and just keep fighting for the ones that loves you. That's it.
So the American Brain Tumor Association provides a lot of support for young physician scientists, and it's exactly what we need to propel our careers. So first and foremost, it gives us the time we need to actually pursue research. Funding saves lives. Funding really is power when it comes to brain tumor research. Research is expensive, the funding environment is incredibly difficult these days, and funding really directly correlates to saving lives. So I am deeply appreciative of my donor, deeply appreciative of the American Brain Tumor Association, and I hope that we will be able to cure brain tumors at some point in the future.
Hi, I'm Stacy Swerdling, founder of Bowling for Brains and brain tumor survivor. I started Bowling for Brains with the vision of bringing the local brain tumor community together so that none of those that have heard the words, "you have a brain tumor," should ever have to feel alone. Thanks to all of you, some wonderful sponsors, and a small group of passionate people working behind the scenes, we are now in our 7th year and have brought together over 1,000 participants and raised over $50,000 for the American Brain Tumor Association, and new last year our local partner, the Givens Brain Tumor Center. So to everyone here, you have made a difference to those of us that have heard the words "you have a brain tumor" and supported Bowling for Brains' mission to strike out brain tumors in a fun, positive, and uplifting way. So to all of you, thank you.